Urgent, Chiefs Kingdom fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Chiefs Kingdom news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Chiefs signed defensive lineman Jerry Tillery. Veteran defensive lineman Jerry Tillery is heading to Kansas City. Tillery is signing a one-year deal with the Chiefs, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. The 28-year-old Tillery was a 2019 first-round pick of the Chargers, who then played for the Raiders before signing with the Vikings last year. Tillery played in all 17 games for the Vikings last year with 11 starts and was on the field for 41% of Minnesota's defensive snaps and 18% of special teams snaps. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Chiefs Kingdom news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Chiefs resign former NFL rushing champion Kareem Hunt. The Kansas City Chiefs have resigned a familiar face in free agency. Running back Kareem Hunt agreed to a one-year, $15 million contract Friday afternoon. The deal could balloon to $5 million with incentives. Jordan Schultz of Bleacher Report was among the first to report the signing on social media. Hunt returned to Kansas City last season when Isaiah Pacheco went down with an injury. He filled in admirably, and the Chiefs elected to keep Hunt on the roster once Pacheco returned. Hunt played the previous 5 years with the Cleveland Browns, but was home on his couch when Andy Reid called to bring him back to Kansas City. Hunt was a third-round pick out of Toledo in the 2017 draft. He showed flashes of brilliance his rookie campaign and rushed for 1,727 yards, accounting for 1,782 yards from scrimmage, while scoring 11 total touchdowns as a rookie. He became a former member of the Chiefs late in the 2018 season, when Hunt was caught on video shoving a woman to the ground and then physically abusing her. Kansas City brass had very little choice but to release Hunt. After the dust settled several months later, Hunt found a home in Cleveland with the Browns. Hunt was never the same player for the Browns that he was in Kansas City. Although Hunt finished his first regular season back with the Chiefs since 2018 with 904 scrimmage yards and 7 total touchdowns in helping to lead Kansas City to the Super Bowl. Kareem Hunt returning to Chiefs doesn't solve their run game problems. The Kansas City Chiefs appear to be getting the band back together in their backfield for next season. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, veteran running back Kareem Hunt agreed to a one-year contract worth up to $5 million to continue his second stint with the Chiefs, but after a disappointing end to last season, Kansas City is making a major mistake by running it back. Their plan here is pretty straightforward. Isaiah Pacheco will be their primary running back, and Hunt and former 49ers running back Elijah Mitchell will back him up. But let's not act like the Hunt-Pacheco combo was anything to write home about last year. The Chiefs ranked 22nd in rushing yards last season and 28th in yards per carry. Neither Pacheco nor Hunt managed to crack 4 yards per carry, and combined, they barely cracked 100 yards per game rushing. Both had some injury issues, but even when healthy, neither one looked all that good. Adding Mitchell doesn't exactly inspire much confidence either. In 3 seasons in San Francisco, Mitchell has been one of the most injury-prone players in all of football, and the 25-year-old didn't look all that great when he was healthy last year. The Chiefs must think Pacheco's struggles last year were due to nagging injuries before he was shut down for the year, but that's a risky gamble to take in the NFL. Running it back and trying again when the previous season went so poorly is a recipe for even more problems next season. It could be that Kansas City is planning to find help in the draft. There are a plethora of talented backs in this class, and there should be plenty of them available even with Kansas City's low-sitting picks. Hopefully that's what Andy Reid and company plan to do, because running back one of the worst running back core in the NFL isn't going to end the way they hope. And in an offseason where they have plenty of holes to fill and questions to answer, ignoring that one could be incredibly costly. Reports Chiefs bring back QB Bailey Zappi, RB Kareem Hunt. The Kansas City quarterback room grew by 1 on Friday. As the Chiefs signed Bailey Zapp to a one-year deal, multiple outlets reported. The Chiefs also resigned veteran running back Kareem Hunt to a one-year deal for $15 million, worth up to $5 million with incentives per multiple reports. Financial terms for Zappa's deal were not disclosed. On Thursday, the Chiefs signed journeyman quarterback Gardner Minshew II, recently released by the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Zappe and Minshew will battle for the number 2 job in Kansas City behind Patrick Mahomes, a role filled by Carson Wentz last season. Wentz remains a free agent. Zappe, 25, spent the first part of the 2024 season on the Kansas City practice squad before he was claimed by the Browns on October 22. He started one game with Cleveland, a 35-10 loss to the Baltimore Ravens on Jan. 4. He was 16 of 31 passing for 170 yards with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. He previously played for the New England Patriots 2022-23, appearing in 14 games, 8 starts. He had a 44 record and completed 63, 2% of his passes for 2,053 yards with 11 TDs and 12 picks for the Pats. Hunt, 29, started his NFL career with the Chiefs, who selected him in the 3rd round of the 2017 draft out of Toledo. He played 2 seasons in Kansas City and 5 with the Cleveland Browns before returning to the Chiefs last season. He played in 13 regular season games, 8 starts, and rushed for 728 yards and 7 touchdowns. He added 117 yards and 2 TDs in 3 playoff games. Hunt has 5,164 career rushing yards and 47 TDs, as well as 249 catches for 2,066 yards and 17 TDs in 104 regular season games, 46 starts. He has 7 rushing and 1 receiving TD in 7 postseason games, 1 start. Chiefs signed former first-round pick in free agency. The Kansas City Chiefs have been making upgrades to their roster in free agency after coming up short in Super Bowl 59. The moves continued on Friday as they brought quarterback Bailey Zappe back to town and resigned running back Kareem Hunt. After that, they decided to take a flyer on Jerry Tillery, a former first-round pick. The offseason hasn't necessarily been a resounding win to this point. While they have brought back several players, they have lost some key pieces, such as offensive lineman Joe Thuney and safety Justin Reed. KC did franchise tag offensive lineman Trey Smith, while also resigning Marquise Brown before he hit the open market. Keeping their own players simply won't be enough, though, as the front office needs to find a way to bring in some new talent. That led them to Tillery, a defensive tackle who was the 28th overall pick of the 2019 NFL Draft. The Chiefs opted to bring him to town, scooping him up on a 1-year deal. Sources: the Chiefs are signing former Chargers worst-round DT Jerry Tillery to a 1-year deal. Good depth add to the Kansas City D-line, as Tillery has recorded 5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles in 50 career starts, Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports reported in a post on X. Sources: the Chiefs are signing former Chargers first-round DT Jerry Tillery to a 1-year deal. Good depth add to the Kansas City D-line, as Tillery has recorded 5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles in 50 career starts. Pikyas, Twitter, Com9A's YT3's DK Jordan Schultz. Schultz Das report March 14, 2025. Tillery spent the 2024 campaign with the Minnesota Vikings, and while he did not rack up a single sack for the first time in his career, he still found a way to make an impact against the run. Tillery finished the year with 28 tackles, 2 passes defended, and a forced fumble. Previously, Tillery spent time with the Los Angeles Chargers, who initially drafted him back in 2019, and the Las Vegas Raiders. He had 51 tackles and 5 sacks. Back in 2021 with the Chargers, indicating that there is room for him to grow as a pass rusher now that he's landed with the Chiefs. And now, Chiefs fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Chiefs. I'll be back any moment with more Chiefs Kingdom news.